All right, we're going up against GT40 today. This is War 2. I'm starting out on Path 8. I got this Sersi here. I'm going to be taking this fight with Spidey 99. And the node is Rich Get Richer Fury. So Sersi is going to win that battle right off the bat because I can't get buffs. So the only way to do this fight is to not actually hit her and hope that the RNG is in your favor where she doesn't throw heavies. And the first thing she does is throw a heavy. So now she has a glancing buff, and that's stopping my ruptures from applying through block. But she has a permanent transmutation buff. So she's starting to stack the Furies right off the bat, pretty much. So what I need to do is I need to push her to a special 1, and I need to bait that out. She catches me with it on a double dash back, and then she throws 2 hits and backs off. That was lucky. I'm pretty sure with that many Furies, if she did a 5-hit combo, I would have been dead here. So I had luck on my side there, and now I'm getting back into my rhythm. Just got a Rupture Burst. I was prepared for her special that time, so I only dashed back once instead of trying to get all the way across the screen, and as soon as I did the first dash back, she threw it. I was expecting it that time, luckily. And now I'm just keeping my ruptures on, hitting her block, and continuing to pause my wither. I used a power start 1 on the off chance that I would need to throw another special 2 in case my first wither dropped off, but it was a waste of a PS1. I ended up being able to keep it up the whole fight. And then next up I got this Rintrah. This was an interesting fight, but I'm going to kind of take the same approach that I did with Sersi. I'm just going to try to not hit him as much as possible, and just hit his block, build up ruptures. So when you hit him, he gets mystical charges. And when he reaches 10 of those, he can put ruptures on you. Also, he puts that neutralize on me. And when that neutralizes on me, even though I can't get buffs, anytime I would pause my debuffs, the neutralize technically stops me from being able to. So that's a bad thing. You don't want to have that on you. So if I hit him as little as possible, I can stop his mystical charges from building up, and I can stop the neutralize from getting applied to me. And that's what I need to do in this fight in order to make it out alive. So I see that my wither is getting low here, and I see that he has 7 mystical charges. So I have to knock him down to remove some of those. And that's what I'm going to do right here. So I knock him down, I remove 5 of them. I got hit with that heavy. I don't know what happened. My wither just dropped off. So now I need to get to my special 2, which I do right here. Bait out a special real quick. He has 8 mystical charges. So I push him over the threshold, but I don't get any ruptures, and I get another wither on him. Now he's at 8. So now I don't want to hit him anymore at all. I just want to let my ruptures finish him off. And down he's going to go in a second. He's a big boy, I guess. There we go. And then next up, I got this Peni on One Eye Open and Hazard Shift Shock Bleed. I'm going to be taking this fight with Mags. I used it in invuln because an alliance mate said that he used an invuln for this fight. After doing it though, I don't think I would use an invuln again. His strategy for it was to just spam heavies, but personally, I didn't want to do that. So I'm just gonna take her shield down. I'm going to heal from any shocks or bleeds that get put on me because Mags is 90% resistant. I'm going to bait out special 1s, and I'm going to use my special 1s. And it's going to end up being a pretty long fight, but a super safe fight. So I'm just going to let this fight play out, and I'll catch back with you after or when I get to the next fight, my last fight of the war after this. All right, now we have Mangog on 54. I'm going to use an invuln boost for this fight. I didn't need to, but I just put it on. I had an extra one in the bin. And I don't use too many invulns normally. Normally I use power starts, but I saved a power start here because I ended up using one for the Sersi fight and one for the Rintrah fight, and they weren't really needed. I mean, I suppose it was probably more needed in the Rintrah fight, so I guess it helped me in that one, but I really didn't need it for the Sersi fight, so I didn't want to use 3 of them in a war where I only took 4 fights. So I'm doing this without a power start 1. So without a power start 1, I found it best to get to 5 exhaustions as quick as possible, because he's going to get specials, whereas if I used a power start 1, I could probably prevent him from getting any specials whatsoever. So this is his second special 1 that he's thrown. Now I get my second wither up, and now the fight is in control. So it's a little bit more of a setup at the start without a power start 1, but it's super doable. And I decided to save it this war because I realized that I didn't actually need it. And I think I put a 200% science boost on, but I didn't use a special boost. I don't even think I need the 200% science boost going forward. So this is probably just a regular boost fight, no grade boost, no class boosts kind of deal. But he's playing ball. It's going to take a little bit longer than it normally would. I just didn't feel the need for speed at this point in the war because it was pretty clear that we have already lost this one. And down he goes. So the war isn't technically over yet, but we lost by a pretty big margin, and this is our second loss on the season. So from a logical standpoint, with the way we're playing and with the goals that we have of first place, and if not first place, then top 3, I don't think either of those are achievable this season now. We're still going to face GT again. We're going to face XK again. We still have to face JA, and playing the way we're playing right now, we're not going to win those ones. But congrats to GT40, and that's all she wrote.